Okie dokie, BJJ. Do I have an intro? Oh, welcome to Glauco does Jiujitsu, part 3, episode 3. And when was the lesson? I have to check. It was on the 30th of January. Jesus, we're already end of January. Yeah, last week I couldn't go because I had something on my neck, nothing serious. Just had to go to the dermatologist to just get rid of this thing that was bugging me. So I actually got anesthetized a little bit here in this area. They cut it open, whatever. It's gross. Let's skip on that. I have had a band-aid and it was hurting a bit, so I couldn't go. And good thing, because I didn't sign up for anything just yet. Not that that matters by 1 week, but who cares? Anyways, episode number 3. And Thursday night class, Thursday evening class, and my sensei, Giuliano, is injured. No. Damn it. Yeah. So, I forgot to say, in the second episode, I forgot to mention that we also, as a technique thing, this is just to keep track of the things, we were also laying flat on our back and then putting our legs or our feet between our opponent's elbows and grabbing his sleeves. And we're just playing like this, as if he's a marionette or something. And then we had to switch one foot like this, the other to the opponent's leg, and then switch it like that. So yeah, anyways, back to the third episode. The sensei is injured, and I was like, oh no, that's a bummer. And I saw him coming in. He was actually still coming to train and watch the class a little bit from the outside, but he was just doing some cardio stuff. He was injured. I can't remember what the injury was, but yeah, he has to take some time off, and I'm like, oh, bummer. But yeah, Angel took his place, who is, I believe, a 4-stripe purple belt, and so he led the class. And so what did he do as a warm-up, or what did we do as a warm-up? It was something with grips. So I believe one was collar or lapel grip, and then one was sleeve. And we basically had to just dance around with each other and change grips like that. That was the beginning of the warm-up. And then the second part of the warm-up was grabbing or getting the grips and then straightening, so pulling with one arm and straightening with the other, and then breaking down the posture of the partner. So that was another warm-up drill. And then the final was breaking posture and then going for a single leg, which is a takedown to get the opponent to the floor. Grabbing, breaking down, grabbing the leg, moving to the side, doing like a spinneroo, and then throwing the opponent to the floor. So that was that. And then we went to the technique drills, and we did some pretty funky stuff. So we were working on the first part of the exercise was, I got to actually roll with a purple belt. Man, I'm so lucky. I'm really lucky, but maybe it's also because I have trouble finding a partner because of my size. I'm a little bit tall, a little bit big. But so one of the instructors, or more advanced jiu-jitsu guys, anyways, he went with me and we did some stuff. So anyways, I believe he was a German guy, but unfortunately I can't remember the name. I have to learn so many new names, I've always had trouble with that. Anyways, so the first technique drill was putting your feet on your partner. You're laying down, putting the feet on the hips of the partner, grabbing the sleeves, going like this. So if this is the partner sleeve, you go like this. So you do it on both of his sleeves. and then you pretty much just take him with your legs and you try to balance him. That was one exercise. We changed roles. He showed me how to do it. And then I went ahead and did it and hoped just not to hurt him or something. And then the second part was leg pressing. So same thing, but you go up and down with your legs. And luckily my partner was not too heavy, so it was something I could manage to do. But when he said to like also turn and then keeping the balance, I had some troubles with that. I'm not used to using my legs like that. But it was a very fun exercise. And then we did something that is called helicopter sweep. So this is when you grab your guy like that, and then your feet are posting like this, right? And then you take one foot like this, go next to his legs, your partner's legs, and then you sweep him like as he's like flying like this. You sweep him like that, and you go into mount. You sit on top of him. So we did that, and my partner slammed me pretty. I mean, felt like I was flying from I don't know how high, but yeah. I mean, I survived, and then we did that, and then the final part was also same principle, doing that, but actually with going directly into an arm bar, like almost like a flying arm bar. As he's flying down, you reach his arm and go for arm bar. I didn't dare to do that. I think my partner neither. I was switched up then. I was just looking at how other people did it because I didn't feel comfortable doing that just yet. But then we did another thing where same position, you leg press your partner, and then you roll him over you. So you have to go down with your legs and then go like this with your arms, and then over one of your shoulders he can just roll down, and then you roll with him on top mount. I managed to roll him, but going into mount, I think I messed that up quite a bit. But luckily there was another purple belt whose name is Dragan. I met him there. He's such a nice guy. And at the end of the class, I'll get into that later, we chatted for a long time. So he gave me some great tips. And that was the technique drill of the third lesson of BJJ that I did. And sparring. We got to spar, and I sparred with two people. Thursday evening, there's not too many people. So I got to spar twice, once with Giovanni and once with, well, I can't remember the name. Anyways, one was a noob like me, no stripes, and one was a 2-stripe white belt. But both of them were significantly smaller than I am. So the first sparring round with Giovanni, I'm Italian too, so we realized both, oh, you're Italian, so you have this little, already this little bond and this little trust. And so he trusted me, and he's like, please go easy, you're huge. And I'm like, don't worry, Giovanni, I will go easy. I'm not like, I don't like to mess around, scramble, whatever, get too aggressive. So we sparred a bit, and he was pretty strong. I mean, he was like a full head shorter than me, but he was pretty strong. And I believe I just try to copy what I see and what I think is cool. And I saw a video of Roger Gracie pulling guard, I believe that's what it's called. And he always has one grip behind the opponent's neck on the gi, and one he has on the arm. And I looked at the arm locks too, but I wasn't feeling that comfortable with that just yet. So I pulled guard on Giovanni, and Giovanni instantly backed away, or he got taken down and then instantly postured up. And I couldn't bring him back down. I tried to remember the stuff I saw on YouTube videos, but everything was going so fast. And then he was going up. My guard was getting pulled. And then I realized that he's pulling like backwards, so his weight was going backward. And I saw his feet. And then I don't know what the heck that's called, but I just pulled his feet like this, and then landed on mount. So I'm on top of him, and then I attempted something that I saw, which is called a cross-collar choke. And the very, very, very first time I did a try lesson for Jiu-Jitsu, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, was actually 1.5 years ago. Not a good experience. I'm going to do a separate video on that. But a move we had learned there was the cross-collar choke. And so I went one hand in. He was not defending the neck. And I remember vividly that you don't have to go sideways. You have to aim almost like at the very far end of the collar, and then getting a good grip. And then I watched Roger Gracie not going like this, but he actually goes like this. He goes forward with his head and weight, goes around and goes thumb in on the other side, and then grabs like this. And then he has to just move this one over the opponent's face and get the choke. And I actually managed to get it. It was not super clean, and I realized, oh, my grip, I could have done maybe something better. But I actually got it, and I got the submission for whatever that's worth. Me being the new fan of Roger Gracie felt so proud that I landed a cross-collar choke, even though my opponent was much, much smaller than me. But anyways, first, that was sparring number 1. Sparring number 2, I was gassed. No, sparring number 2. I was still with Giovanni, but we were just like scrambling. Nothing happened. We were defending each other's nonsense. And then sparring number 3 was with a 2-stripe white belt, and he was, you could tell already a 2-stripe white belt is a lot more experienced than just a regular white belt. You know, he was changing grips, defending stuff, and we were just starting on the floor. And I realized, man, he's really fast, you know, very decision-making, so fast. And I somehow managed to get him into my guard. I have long legs. He was much shorter than me. And then just wrestling around, I grabbed his sleeve, pushed his arm between my balls, or like that way. And somehow I got like a triangle, ugly triangle. But because I have long legs, even though he was posturing up, I could still get the triangle. And he was complimenting me and said, hey man, good job. And then we kept on sparring, and then I was just gassed out, trying to survive for another 3 minutes. Just, oh my God, this Shona back take, mount, whirl. And then he's like, come on, go ahead. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. So that was that. And that was my very third BJJ class. I also realized that when you are the last guy to arrive on the mat, you're supposed to go and fist bump everyone. That's something I didn't realize. And now I realize it, and now I'm going to always do that. And also after the second lesson, I realized that when the class is over, you're standing in line, but there's a hierarchy with the belts and the stripes and all that. And I was just going anywhere, you know. I was standing with the purple belts, and I had my pink glasses on. And Dragan, the guy I met, was like, no, you stay right here, man. You have purple, pink glasses. I'm like, oh, fuck, I was supposed to stay right there. Anyways, they were all cool about it, but that's something I learned in my second lesson. Third lesson, I learned to fist bump everyone, to say hello once you come to the mat. And that's it. Episode number 3 is done. Personally, I've thought this whole helicopter thingy, I mean, it was still a little bit advanced for me. But Angel, the guy who showed this stuff, he has very clean technique, very, very clean. He's a very cool guy. I enjoyed the class very much. So there you go. See you next time.